Hello, students. Welcome to a fresh academic year, or must I say, a warm welcome to Standard 9. Today, we will begin with the first chapter in history, Sources of History. Before we begin the lesson, a few instructions. Please do not get distracted. Sit comfortably and wear your headphones as it will help you to concentrate. Just focus on the screen and listen attentively as I speak. History can be broadly categorized into three parts: ancient, medieval, and modern. Ancient period is during the Stone Age man, Harappa civilization, Gupta dynasty, or Chola kings. Medieval period is during the Middle Ages, during the times of great kings, the Mughal Empire, the Sultanates, the Maratha period, Tipu Sultan, etc. The modern period is contemporary times, the events of the recent past. The modern India period ranges after independence of India. When we study history, sources are very important because historical facts are based on sources. Ancient sources will be artifacts, fossils, fossils that are excavated, wall paintings on caves. Medieval sources will be diaries, biographies, or books written on the life of prominent kings or articles written important events. Since this year you will study on modern India, the sources will be based on modern sources like written sources, material sources, oral sources, and sources in the audio visual medium. I want you to repeat it along with me. Look at your screen. Sources like written sources, material sources, oral sources, and sources in the audio visual medium. We will begin with written sources. Please focus on your screen. Let me, okay. Written sources are newspapers, periodicals, diaries, reference books, correspondence, documents in archives, government gazettes, postage stamps, encyclopedias. Let me draw your attention to archives. Archives is a place where historical documents are preserved. When we say historical documents, it will be written documents of any kind. That is land ownership or legal, political, or constitutional decrees. All documents, however old, is preserved in archives. The main office of the National Archives of India is at New Delhi. It is the largest among the archives in Asia. We go to the next, newspapers. Newspapers are considered the fourth pillar of democracy. The other three pillars being legislature, executive, and judiciary, our country. We all receive newspapers and we read newspapers in our homes. Of course, girls, now it is lockdown period. Nothing stops us from reading newspapers. Hence, today we get new e-papers on our mobiles. Through newspapers, we get national and international news. news on politics, art, sports, literature, and socio-cultural affairs. Anything related to human life becomes news. Not only that, newspapers also publish supplements which give variety of additional information. Like if you bring newspaper like Times of India at home, it publishes supplements like Bombay Times and Sunday Times. Some newspapers produce special supplements towards the end of the year. And this helps you to visualize all the important events that happen through the year. Press Trust of India, PTI, is India's prominent news agency established in 1953. The PTI has been a source of all basic details, be it important events or articles on important subjects. The PTI provides reports, photographs, financial articles, scientific issues to newspapers. PTI has now become an online service and has started using satellite broadcast technology after 1990 to send news all over the country. Next, we have the postage stamps. Postage stamps do not reveal anything on their own, yet a historian makes them speak. Since the independence, postal stamps have undergone a variety of change in their size, color, novelty in their subjects. The Postal Department issues postage stamps on wide themes like political leaders. We have Mahatma Gandhiji's picture or Jawaharlal Nehru's pic printed on stamps, or flowers which are rare, animals, birds, events, silver, golden jubilee, or centenary, bicentenary of different events. I would like to draw your attention to the postage stamp that you can see on your screen. The Indian government issued a stamp with Jal Cooper's pic on it in 1977 for his significant contribution to this field. What makes Jal Cooper prominent is that he is an internationally acclaimed philatelist and is an expert on postage stamps. He was born in a Parsi family in Mumbai, and collecting stamps was his hobby. He later transformed his hobby into a career. He edited India's Stamp Journal and also founded the first philatelic bureau in India. Not only that, he founded the Empire of India Philatelic Society. He wrote many books on stamp collection. In fact, he gave his hobby a scientific bent. Jal Cooper played an important role in taking the study of Indian postage stamps to an international level. And now that brings us to material sources. Material sources, please look at your screen. Material sources include coins, places of worship, things in daily use, royal seals, modern architecture, clothing, museum, ornaments. Coins. We can understand history with the help of coins and the changes in the printing of currency notes. The right to print currency notes and coins is reserved by the Reserve Bank of India, and its headquarters are in Mumbai. Girls, look at the coin that is on your screen. On one side, value is engraved, is 1 rupee, and also there are two cons on the sides. On the other side, India's emblem is engraved. Coins have changed a lot since 1950. Its shape, size, the kind of metal used, as now, as and how India developed, the coins too have changed. Girls, you have seen the 10 rupee coin, right? Today it is made up of two colors and types of metal and two types of metal, unlike the coin that you see on the screen. Coins change so many hands. Thus, any message engraved on it reaches the masses. Therefore, you see the cons engraved on the 1 rupee coin. This shows respect to all farmers, as ours is an agricultural country. The message population control is also engraved on some coins, thus making coins an important means to communicate and also an important source to study history. Museums. There are museums in all states. They display the cultural and social heritage of the state. They are a great help to understand history. In Mumbai, we have Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Museum. Apart from these government-owned museums, we also have privately owned museums where the owners display their private collections. These museums are based on variety of topics. Example, cars. If someone owns an array of cars, right from vintage cars to the latest models, the display of this helps us understand the stages of technical development in India. Also, there are museums displaying coins, notes, lamps, locks, and keys. In fact, if you have been to Lonavala, there is a wax museum which displays wax statues of many important personalities. Quite a study can be made from all the information given along with the wax statues. Oral sources. These include folk tales, folk songs, proverbs, ballads, and ovis. These ovis are Marathi verses. Oral songs are songs or stories which are not written but orally sung or told and passed down through ages. To make this concept simple, at present we are hit by a pandemic. Coronavirus. So many poems and songs are written on this subject. Similarly, during the Maratha period, the Battle of Panipat was fought. Many poems and songs were composed on this subject. Thus, today we learn about these events through them. Activists were inspired by the povadas of Lok Shahir Annabahu Sate and Shair Amar Sheikh during Sanyukta Maharashtra movement. Audiovisual sources. Audiovisual sources are televisions, films, internet, the smartboard in our classroom is also an audiovisual source. Today, we are bombarded with so much of information and knowledge 24/7. The government of India started the Film and Television Institute of India at Pune in 1960. This is also known as FTII. This institute provides public education. This institute has produced various newsreels on important events in politics, social issues, arts, sports, and culture. They have also produced various documentaries on prominent social leaders and people who have made major contributions to the country. These documentaries are useful to study the history of modern India. Times are changing. Right now on the screen, you will see the logo of FTII. Times are changing. Technology is changing, and so are the sources. An example of changing technology. Girls, you remember the landline phones at home? You couldn't carry them around. Phones today are transformed into cell phones. But between these change of phones, there was a gadget known as a pager. This gadget had its shortcomings, hence it fast depleted. Today, cell phones are so small it can fit into your pocket or in the palm of your hand. Its connectivity to the internet has made it indispensable. We just cannot do without a cell phone. There is a huge amount of information available on internet, but we must question its authenticity. How true is this information? Hence, all information must be verified. If it is true, it can be used as a source of history. With that, we come to the end of this chapter. Girls, please read your text over again, find the answers to the questions at the back of your text, and complete the exercise in your notebook. Thank you.